Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I want to welcome you to this channel and to these videos on the cult series. I do have a little update on the last video I did. I always try to bring you the truth in every detail. And what had happened when I was talking about the Mormons on the last video, I happened to get Joseph Smith confused with Taz Russell. So you got some of the background of Joseph Smith that I said was his background was actually the background of Taz Russell. And that included the divorce and the wheat speculation. That was not true. So I want to drive that home to you that that portion of the video was not true, but the rest of it was spot on. Like I say, I always give you the truth, and if I can and I don't, I'll give you an update like this right here. It's hard to say you were wrong, but what had happened is I got my notes confused, and that's the way that wound up. Well, today I'm going to do one on Jehovah Witness. This is also another cult that's very big. It's considered a cult in the United States. What really is the characteristics of a cult is if it differs with mainline Christianity, they say it's a cult. And when I read the 5 doctrinal principles, there's more, of course, but I chose 5 principles, and I'll give you those in a little bit. But Jehovah Witness is a so-called cult that was started by Taz Russell. Now, Taz Russell he was born in 1852 and he died in 1916. So it was a considerable amount of time. And one thing to notice or note is that with every one of these so-called cults, the leaders are totally in charge. And Taz Russell was totally in charge of Jehovah Witness. He controlled the wallet, he controlled the purse, could spend money whichever way he wanted, and he's the one that did the wheat speculation. What he did was it's actually more funnier than initially I thought. But what he did is he was selling wheat seeds for $1 a pound. Now this was back early on, so that was a considerable amount of money. You know, you worked for $1 a day, so that was a day's work for most people for a pound of wheat seeds. But these were not only wheat seeds, these were considered to be magical seeds. I have to laugh. How people are so gullible to take and buy something like that. Well, it didn't last long before he was brought to court for that, selling these seeds, which got him in a lot of trouble. And $1 a pound, I think about that today. You know, if somebody on an average makes $100 a day, that's $100 a pound for wheat seeds. That's kind of steep, don't you think? Of course, inflation, you know, we don't have the same rate of exchange that we did have. But anyway, he was succeeded by Judge Rutherford, and the Watchtower magazine, which is the Jehovah Witness magazine. See, when they come to your door and they knock on your door, they don't say we're Jehovah Witness. They want to sell you some Watchtower magazine, and they want you to donate to that. Now they'll happily, if you ask them, they'll happily give you some material if you don't want to donate. So, but they hang around, and they hang around, and they're hard to get rid of. And if you ever talk to them once, they'll be back at your door many, many, many times. So the 5 key points, and it's like every other cult, they deny hell. That's number 1, and eternal punishment. Now, in the book of the Kingdom of Cults that I gave you by Walter Martin, you'll see that in there. But they deny hell. They believe in soul annihilation. You don't go to heaven or hell. If you don't go to heaven, your soul will be annihilated and you just will cease to exist. And that's what they believe. They don't believe in a virgin birth. And they deny Jesus as God. Now some of these things I don't see too bad, but according to Christians, these are major offenses, and this is what why they're considered a cult. And they deny the Trinity, in which, you know, we as Muslims, we do the same. So in Christian eyes, we're a cult, and we're actually in Walter Martin's book as being a cult. I wanted you to know that. So as we look over these things, and I'm not going to do a real long video on this, I just give you the salient points. And that soul annihilation thing, that really is against almost every other group. So keep that in mind. Denial of hell, that also is against almost every other religious group. So, and I want you to know that he was also influenced by the Seventh-day Adventists. It's funny how the Seventh-day Adventists had influenced a couple other cults, and I'll give you the other one, which when we get a little farther down the way, but they did a lot of influence. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was real short, not much to Jehovah Witness, other than Watchtower magazine and some of the things that they done. And the background of Taz Russell was really checkered. So none of these guys that start these cults have a real upright background. I want you to understand that. All right, Salaam Alaikum, brothers. We're going to catch back up with you. I think I'm going to do Seventh-day Adventism next. So stay tuned. Stay in touch. If you like this video, hit the like. And as I always say, subscribe or shoot me an email at americanislam.ed@gmail.com. And I'll get back with you on that, for sure, on the email. Leave comments, and have a wonderful week, inshallah. May Allah bless you, and may He keep you, and may He protect you and your family. Assalamu alaikum.